everyone, this is Selena Krause for Trinity Stamps and welcome to Product Pick Day 4 from Autumn Gathering Collection. Today I'm introducing 7 new products. So let's get started. We're starting with Filled with Gratitude stamp set. This is 4x6 stamp set that contains 2 stamps, and there is a coordinating die. There is an envelope filled with foliage and a sentiment stamp. So I have stamped both image and sentiment on A2 panel, so for your reference, and then there's another A2 panel with the die cut image. So let's take a look at a sample from our design team. You can see here Cassie had used both the sentiment and the main image from this stamp set. Next up, we have the large branch die. This is a single die that measures 4.8 by 3 inches. Here I have A2 panels, so you can see how that will look on a standard A2 card. So let's look at the die cuts. I have die cut few here from gold cardstock, from craft cardstock, and from brown shimmery cardstock, and you can see for your reference how that will look on A2 panel. You can also use it for mini slimline or even for standard slimline die card sizes, also for A7. So you can see here I have 2 on that panel. I'm trying to get those out here. So we have 2 more. You can see they're very intricate and very versatile. So here I have a card that A2 card that I made using the large branch die. You can see here we have samples, a few samples also from our design team. Here we had the negative, here we have the branch and the inside parts of the leaves on those two. Okay, so now let's move to the next one. Next is the foil plate, Shimmering Winds. This is a single foil plate that foils image that simulates wind. You can use it on A2 card, you can use it on slimline, mini slimline, or even A7 card. So here I have few pieces of half sheet, half 8.5 from 8.5 and 11. So those are 5.5 by 8.5 that I foiled the image. And you can see you can either use it landscape or portrait on an A2 card panel. Again, you can use it on slimline, mini slimline, or A7 card. Here I cut one of the panels out to A2 size. So that's 4.25 by 5.5. And here I have a mini slimline sample for you where I used that foil plate. Now let's take a look at a sample from our design team. Here Cassie used folded twice on A2 card to create more dynamic background. Next up we have the Aster Blooms cut and foil plate. We have one single foil plate that's 5.75 by 3.3 inches, and we have the 2 dies to cut out the edges. This die or foil plate fits perfectly on A2 size. Here I have a couple samples that I have foiled on half sheet, letter size sheet of paper of cardstock. Here I have A2 before cutting. Here I use both dies to cut both sides on that Aster Blooms. Here I have foiled on shimmering brown cardstock, and here I just cut one side and I left the other one straight, and I'm planning to make a card kind of moving that image towards the left side. So let's take a look at that sample. So here is that sample. I die cut the edge there, and then on the left side I have a straight edge. Now let's take a look of another sample from our design team. Here Cassie had cut out both sides and added an image on the middle in the center of A2 card. Let's move next. Now we have the diamond eyelet background die. This is 5x7 die. It does not cut the edges, so it just cuts the inside, so it's perfect for any background, or even if you want to use it on a card front, like on your note card, just the front one. And also you can connect them together to build larger background. So here is a sample from our design team member Kathy, Cassie actually, where she did the background. Next up is the vintage tin tile background foil plate. This plate is perfect for A2 size cards, and it measures 6.25 by 4.5, so it's a little bit larger. So you can trim it down to size you need. Here are a few samples that I've colored. I've foiled on different cardstock colors with different foil colors too. So you can see you can get a different effects. And here's another sample where Cassie had foiled it onto red cardstock with gold foil. Last but not the least, we have the Foliage Flare stencil. This is 6x9 stencil set. There are two stencils and builds very nice leafy background. And also each stencil has engraved images on the other stencils, so for easy positioning. So since this is 6x9 stencil, I have stenciled it on a letter size piece of cardstock, so A4 size, which is 8.5 by 11. And then I can trim it to size I need. You can use it for slimline if it's perfectly for slimline, A7 or A2 or even mini slimline cards. So let's take a look of couple samples from our design team. Here's a slimline card from Emily. And then we have A2 card from Cassie. Thank you so much for joining me today for day 4 of the product peaks. Visit our blog for more project ideas, and also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks for watching. Bye!